Hello, my name is Angelis, and I'm here to do a reading for Her Majesty the Queen, Queen Elizabeth II. It is June the 6th, 2012, and it's celebrating her Diamond Jubilee. It has been an exceptional weekend, and I think it has raised the spirits of the nation. I'm a psychic and a medium for 30 plus years now, and I'm going to begin with a look at the distant past of Her Majesty, and at a time when she was being asked to take the throne, she had a lot to learn. Even though her knowledge, her working knowledge of the Commonwealth and her country were very good, there was still much to learn in order to serve. It was a huge transition for her, and I'm sure that there were times when she had to remain very calm about things, and she had to discover wisdom that somebody twice her age would need to have to do her job. So she may have felt a heavy weight of responsibility on her shoulders as a mother and a wife, and now the Queen. And I'm wondering, the card suggests that she may have felt quite alone with this at times. I mean, how can we possibly ever know how she must have felt? She may have needed some time of solitude in order to complete certain tasks, in order to learn more, and in order just to be herself, perhaps, because her private life no longer existed, really. She stood in the light of day, for everybody to see her. So she had many around her to protect her and give her advice, but they also suggest that she had an independent streak and her own mind about things, her own opinions. And I think she had an air of mystery about her that she managed to keep throughout her reign so far. And then there came a time of change and uncertainty, a restriction on freedom and movement, and this suggests that these were the war years, and her service and her loyalty remained steadfast. She isn't a runner, that's for sure. And I'm linking strongly with her throat chakra, when she had a lot of communication over these 60 years to do with dignitaries, people from the Commonwealth, and very often perhaps not being able to freely talk as she would normally. Things are very staged for the royals sometimes, as it has to be, time being of an essence, and organising and keeping things to a schedule. And she had to be a fairly good communicator, but it may have come at an expense of having to keep her own thoughts to herself about some things. There is a correctness expected of her, and maybe stifling her own natural ability to communicate. I wonder sometimes if she may have had some throat problems, swallowing a lot, for example, maybe some thyroid problems or sore throats just around that area, and for that she should wear a lot of blue. It will help. And today, of course, she has become a strong figurehead. She's a loved queen, and she has become, I believe, intuitive, a heightened intuition actually, bordering on almost having her own psychic ability, a higher level of consciousness, and almost an inner guidance. And at a time when she is abundant within, with knowledge and understanding, I do sense that she still has a grieving process she goes through, the loss of loved ones, loss of her sister and her mother, her father. And now, of course, she has the worry of her husband being unwell and hospitalised over this great weekend. We should send our thoughts to him for his healing, but I do believe that he is very poorly, and it must be a big worry for her. For the future, her recognition and reward is evident as of this weekend. She is a well-respected figurehead throughout the world, and I see this continuing for a while. She may have news of a birth in the family, and my thoughts turn to William and Kate. Of course, they seem to be the obvious ones, but I can't actually say with certainty that it is William and Kate, but there will be a birth of a child, and a more harmonious family life for them all. So there is a peace again, I feel, between the Queen and the nation. It has been difficult years for everybody, and these are difficult times. And I think that in spite of that, in spite of the poverty many of us will now feel and suffer, and the struggles we face, we yet have shown the Queen that she is much loved. Her reward for a job well done is evident, and her hard work, her skill and expertise is very much needed at this time. And these are now being honoured, of course. And I think her family will unite and follow the Queen's example for the common good. More responsibility, I think, is going to come to the family and to the Queen herself. However, she needs to take care of herself physically, especially her feet and her legs, I feel, and perhaps some issue with a lower lumbar area. She needs to balance up her health with her duties and may need to take a more relaxed lifestyle and hand over some responsibilities. Now, whether or not she will actually hand over her crown to Charles is not something I have asked in this reading. I will do a separate reading for him later on. But she may need to make some difficult choices in the next few years ahead. And these have to be rational decisions based on logical judgments. And I think that she will use all her skill and her knowledge over the years, and she will counsel William in preparation for his future as the king, as well as trying to honour her son with the knowledge that she possesses. I think that she will lay heavy weight on things like duty and fairness, not taking advantage of anyone, trying to be honest and caring and responsible for the choices which will be made now and in the future. So, there you have it. It's more of a tribute reading to her, really. It's not hugely profound. A lot of this stuff we already know, we've read about it. So I'm not going to take any knowledge from that because it's out there. But I do feel that the Queen needs some emotional support over the next few months. A great deal of family support. I think that there will be an emotional upheaval of a kind. I'm not sure what that might be, but my guess is at this stage, or my instincts tell me that it could be to do with her husband, Philip. Anyway, our thoughts go to them. Thank you for listening, and my next reading, I hope, will be done in the next week or two. It will be for Prince Charles, I think. And thank you again, and may you have safe journeys in all your tomorrows and wherever you go. Bye for now.